I came home early from work because the rain had soaked through my jacket, and all I wanted was to crawl into bed. I didn't expect to hear laughter, his laughter, coming from the living room, paired with a woman's voice I'd never heard before. I stood in the hallway, shoes dripping, as I watched my fiancée holding both her hands, looking deep into her eyes, and reciting words so familiar they sent a jolt through my spine. He was reading the vows I'd written for him last night, the ones he claimed he couldn't find the right words for. The paper in his hand even had my handwriting, my messy scrawl right there in black ink. I didn't make a sound. I just stood there, invisible, listening as he promised her honesty, loyalty, and forever, promises he'd practiced for me. The woman giggled, the kind of giggle that's meant for secrets, and whispered something about how perfect the vows were. He didn't correct her. He didn't even flinch. Instead, he told her he'd never been more certain about anything in his life. My heart hammered against my chest, but I couldn't force myself to move or speak. I kept thinking, maybe this was some elaborate rehearsal, some big joke I wasn't in on. But then she glanced up and saw me. Her face strained of color. My fiancé spun around, script still in hand, caught between us. The silence was thick, suffocating, and I finally found my voice. "You're using my words," I said, barely above a whisper. Neither of them replied. He just stared at me, and in that moment, the way he looked at her told me everything. There was no joke, no rehearsal, just the two of them, and the truth unraveling right in front of me. I left the house without looking back, rain mixing with the hot sting of tears. I realized, as I walked away, that I'd spent so long writing the perfect vows for him, I never asked myself if he actually deserved them. Maybe that was my mistake all along, loving the idea of us more than the reality, drafting promises for someone who already belonged to someone else. I'd written my own heartbreak, line by line, and now I had to find a way to start over, with words that were finally just for me.